Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading, tuning into the day's energies, requesting divine guidance, any information we can use to help us during our day and on our journey and with our next steps. So, all right. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Starting in the past with the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, coming clean, revelation, like something that was hidden coming to light. I feel like this is springing forth from inside someone, a desire to be aligned with the truth. Let's see where this goes. Interesting. Coming clean. It's coming clean. Someone in the past came clean, was willing to tell the truth about publicly. It feels, or within maybe it's not public, like World Wide Web or something like that, but it feels like in a family group, in a tight group, maybe a friend group or family. I feel like there's celebration going on, this group coming together, but this person has difficulty. I feel like this person has pretended to be in celebration and collaboration and friendship, but they're not. It feels like they're pretending. Because they're coming clean about something that they put a lot of hard work into, but it didn't, nothing came of it. So there's just this exhaustion, when you put your energy into something, eventually you want a return on your investment. And I feel like whoever this was that we're tuning into, they put a lot of energy into something that they didn't get any return on their investment. It looks like this created disharmony. It feels like whoever this is, maybe they came clean with themselves. Like, I'm not finding my happiness here. I don't feel like I fit in. I feel like I put in a lot of time and effort, but I'm not getting anything back. Maybe no one's to blame, but if I keep trying to make something grow for myself in connections where nothing will grow, I don't get anything back. It's exhausted and depleted me. It feels like this isn't a match. From this point of view that I'm seeing, this isn't working. I don't feel like there's a lot of judgment, or I feel like as we're seeing it from the perspective I'm viewing it from, it's backed off of the storyline, and it feels from a very broad standpoint. Feels like a lot of people have done this, come clean with themselves, stop lying Stop trying to pretend that you fit and just realizing and accepting, like, I just don't fit. Whatever I try to produce in this energies for myself, I don't get any return on my investment. And so I need to leave. So interesting. So in current energies, we've got the Six of Pentacles, which talks about equal give and take, reciprocity, balance. What you put into something, you get back, maybe even more. Oh, I think what I'm tuning into is a belief that you have in your energy, or that you could have in your energy, that says that you have to put in a lot of energy into something, focus, attention, care, love, and then you get a little bit back, because that has been what has happened. That is not the truth. That is a belief that you have perfected. Ha ha ha. Psychic joke from the divine. Awesome. You've perfected a belief that says that you have to give 210%, and then you might get a fraction, like a 2% return on your investment. That is how you are going through life. It is necessary for me to overgive to you. That is just giving, so I can get a little bit back. There's a switch happening. Actually, I just need to, how is this? I just want to make sure I'm translating this accurately. Instead, you're switching to a belief of seeing, understanding, really knowing your value and worth, pairing that with being in a receptive mode. It's what I'm getting is it's talking about alignment first. That first you find your alignment with being yourself, the focusing on you setting out, giving off a signal that is yours, your core frequency, being yourself. And how being aligned with your divine self, you're going to notice that you're receiving a lot more, that you barely have to send your energy, your intentions out into the universe, and it comes back much greater. So it's almost the opposite, like you barely send an intention out and you get a lot in response. This feels like a very creative time for you. I'm also getting, this is springtime. You are planting your seeds. You're sowing your seeds of what you want to harvest. And not just what you want to harvest, but with the energy of ease. Because you are now planting, because now you are sowing your seeds in fertile soils, in things that you are interested in on a soul level, not what you should be interested in, not what the people around you that you don't fit in with say that you need to create, like wherever you were in the past. It's the flip-flop. You're experiencing ease with abundance, ease with love. How can I allow abundance to find me? How can I allow whatever is meant for me to come to me? I know it's coming to me, what is meant for me, because I'm focusing and allowing myself to be myself. And so whatever is meant for me, the more I am vibrating at my core energy frequency, then the easier it is for what is meant for me to find me, because I'm set. I consciously set my energy at me, dialed in. What's coming to light right now, there's some of you have experienced a great deal of sadness and depression in your life. And I feel like a lot of these old energies, old beliefs, projections that people have projected onto you, limitations, these energies are coming up to be released, to be let go of. Also blocks around your what's coming up around dependency, depending on others. Ooh. Also, boy, yeah, dependency on others. Boy, I'm also, so much is coming up and to be looked at around these energies. Old ways of, these are blocks that you've been carrying in your space, that we all have been carrying in our space, and it's coming up for, how's that working for you? How's being dependent on others and codependent connections, how's that working for you? It's keeping you very limited, dependent on others, so then they can control and manipulate you because you have beliefs that you need them. Boy. And also, some of you might be facing a lot of your fears, anxieties, things that cause anxiety. This is all a balancing out. Like a fear not. They're coming up to be released. If you believe that what is happening, these feelings that are being activated in your space, you can either mirror and match those energies, or you can feel them, accept, but not identify as them. I don't identify as this pain that I'm feeling. I do realize that this is information, this is energy flowing through my space. I'm going to detach from this energy. I'm not going to hold on to it. It's not me. However, I am definitely feeling these energies as they're moving through, as they're releasing. Be gentle with yourself. This is big spiritual shifts we're talking about. And if you're wondering why, if you're tough on your body and on your mind, like, I should be doing better, I'm right where I am, and that's okay. Right where I am is okay, because it's right where I am. No big deal. Just massive energetic shifts so I can grow and expand, so I can be more myself. Okay, in the center of your reading is Judgment in reverse. getting two different stories. Okay, so okay. So this is about judgment, judging others, judging yourself, being that harsh critic, or tuning into and joining into that critic, that heavy criticizing, that mean voice. You're not enough. You're not, I feel like those voices came in to help protect you so you wouldn't get hurt, so you wouldn't try things, because for a long time you were most concerned with keeping yourself safe, protected. So those voices for that kept you safe and protected. I'm not going to try anything outside my comfort zone. I'm going to close things off, everything off. However, those old beliefs, I feel like what the message is needing to discern if that still works for you. Staying small, not attempting things so you don't fail for fear of getting hurt, instead of realizing failure is a part of life. It's necessary. You need to fail so you can make adjustments and changes. But if you're too judgmental and you've got perfect pictures, like I need to be perfect, I can't make any wrong moves, then how are you supposed to grow? How are you supposed to evolve? So it looks like a lot of us in the collective are realizing that the limitations that we've been bumping up against are our own beliefs, that we are transcending. Yeah. Your world is a lot bigger than you thought it was. I think you're realizing how you are in control of your beliefs. And so if you believe that you can't do something, you're right. And if you believe you can do something, you're right. All right. So your challenge right now is the moon. I feel like the challenge right now is, one, your emotions, things coming up to be released, things that you've hidden from yourself, ways of being that you've judged harshly, that maybe things about yourself that others in the past viewed as bad, incorrect, non-conforming, but now, as you are becoming more yourself, you're realizing, actually, that is me. I was asked and I agreed to not be myself so I could fit in. Now I'm reclaiming parts of myself. I feel like you're doing this. It feels very divine timing. It feels like with each moon cycle, more and more you, with each eclipse, with each energetic, large universal energy shifts, you are waking up, joining that energetic shift, allowing yourself to be all of who you are. There are parts that are acceptable and unacceptable, but they're all you. Ooh. So some challenges coming up. It looks like, since most all of us are experiencing in our own unique way how we are dealing with these large universal energetic shifts. Partnerships, it might create disharmony and misalignment. You might notice more group conflict coming up. Conflict is not a problem. Where it becomes a problem is a perfect picture that you're not allowed to have conflict with others. I feel like this conflict that's coming up, possibly with work, people you work with, actually it's a blessing in disguise. It looks like it comes up so you can really get some clarity around who you are and who you're becoming. Egos at work, communication, people thinking that without communicating, it feels like around communication, like I think you should do this and this and that, but you're not seeing that. And so I feel like I have to step in. So there are issues around working with others that can be resolved around good communication and just being honest with how you feel. Ooh. The challenge is to not allow disappointment. I feel like there's some expectations that need to be managed. Expectation, I feel like you're co-creating something at work, and I feel like you're managed. I feel like you're even pretty even keeled, but there's someone you're going to be working with who's is a little I feel like they're going to be disappointed in you, and it's going to trigger some of these old feelings that you've had where you didn't fit in and people made you feel that you weren't doing it right, you weren't doing enough. And so it could trigger a response of going back and trying to become less you, try to please others. However, what I'm getting is you've planned whatever this project is, you've planned. You've done the preparation. This is a part of your expansion. Just, I guess what I'm getting is there's a chance that you will react instead of respond. You might want to go to a comfortable response is an old response of trying to cleave to someone, trying to please someone. So because it's also stirring like abandonment issues. I feel like you're going to get through this, especially if you just allow this to be, allow it to be. Allow it to come up, allow people to feel however they want to feel. You don't have to have the same experience or believe in this and see things similarly. For some of you, there's this resistance to change when this comes up. And you might want to scramble again to your ego, how things appear, how you are being viewed instead of how things really are. Oh, some of you feeling very empowered. And for some of you, the script has flipped And you are now in a more empowered place where you could, so it feels like the people in your past, maybe the people you were raised around, the society, the family, only certain people were allowed to have success. And there were like gatekeepers that kept you out of belongingness and out of being in the crowd. Like there's something wrong with you. You are now going to have that opportunity where you can be a gatekeeper in a crowd and make someone feel like, put them in, like they might rub you the wrong way. They might not feel like they fit. And you're going to, it's karmic. Are you going to become like those who made you feel that you didn't belong? Or are you going to recognize someone feeling lack, feeling separate, feeling alone? And what are you going to do? And make them, I feel like feels like a healing for old you. This person that you might not have very positive feelings about, feel like the not so positive feelings about is because they're running older programs that you used to have. Are you going to attack the weakness in that person, or are you going to empower them and accept them where they are? All right. So that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye.